Sit down, darling. Let's talk design. I'm Eleanor Schrader, design historian.
And I'm Ian Patrick, interior designer.
We're going to talk about the Renaissance, which means rebirth. There was a whole convergence of ideas that brought about the Renaissance. It was the blossoming of interest in scientific discovery. The Black Plague had ended, and that's why we're wearing black today.
Yes.
The interest in archaeological digs, such as what we know as Pompeii and Herculaneum today. There was the advent of humanism. People were interested in their government. And with that idea, many people, such as the Medici, had the money to be able to pay for sculptors and for artists who would decorate their homes. And we also had the beginning of the construction of the Florence Cathedral dome. And do you know how Brunelleschi did that?
Spit and luck.
That was pretty much it. And he also had some information on construction from ancient times. The first freestanding nude statue, since you like that sort of stuff, was Donatello and his lovely image of David. So now that the sculptors and the painters had new patrons besides the Catholic Church, all of those wealthy families decorated their homes with beautiful murals and beautiful pieces of furniture and sculpture. And speaking of furniture, do you know what the most important piece of furniture in an interior of a Renaissance home was?
Chamber pot.
Oh, Ian. Besides the chamber pot, where else?
Recreational swing.
Yes, exactly. And they also had the cassone, which were the wedding chests of the era. Now, early cassone were painted and gilded, and there were instructions on how to be a good wife on the side, and sometimes even a good husband.
Because reading was on the upswing during the Renaissance.
That's right. And then the later cassone tend to be more heavily carved, and they also lost their handles, since they didn't need to move around as much as they did when Italy was under many kinds of intimate wars.
And also, I believe cassone were inspired by sarcophagi.
That's right.
Which is, again, another tie-in to the classical age, which the Renaissance was all about rekindling. But just as usual, with anything coming to a close, I always believe that everything in design and architecture is reactionary.
Yes.
So the Renaissance, which was full of free thought, scientific learning, psychology, philosophy, all of that was countered, all of that classical awakening was countered by the Baroque period, was countered by the Catholic Church coming in and saying, wait a minute, we've lost too many subscribers. We need to get people back in. So let's turn everything on its ear. Let's start bankrolling art and design and putting it all in the church instead of in a private home.
That's right.
And then that'll get people in. It's just like Vegas, but with a collection plate instead of a slot machine.
So thank you for joining us for Sit Down, Darling. Let's Talk Design. I'm Eleanor Schrader.
And I'm Ian Patrick.